Okay, so now you're in the home stretch. You have your introduction written, you have all of your definitions, you have your results, you have your discussion, and you have your conclusion, and you have your references. So um, all of that looks like it's pretty much all well done. But there's a few things we need to change here in the final stretch, and that's renaming our figures and tables. So as we've gone along, I've told you to insert pictures or graphs and call it figure A, figure B, so on and so on. And, you refer to figure A in your text and you reference, another figure in your text. And you just want to make sure that if this is called figure space A and figure space B, that you use that same format, figure space A and figure space B, both here in the figure caption as well as in your text. Now, figures in a report aren't labeled alphabetically like A, B, C, and D. They're labeled numerically, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And usually, as you're reading the report, the first figure you run into is figure 1. The second one you run into is figure 2. The third one you run into is figure 3, figure 4. Okay, looks like I have this as an example, so I don't have a caption for that. Here would be figure 4, figure 5, and so on. Now, the reason why we didn't start, numerating them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, is because we didn't really know what order these would come in. We didn't know if this would be figure 1 or if this would be figure 2. So you generally don't want to worry about that until the very end. Okay, so how do we go about, easily finding and changing all of these that say figure A to changing them to figure 1? So what you can do is select in the caption the figure that you want to change. And here in the home menu, we've got at the end of the home ribbon, there's this option here called replace. So click that. And then it says find what. And so we want to find figure A in our text. And we want to replace that with figure 1. Now I'm going to click more. And notice that I've got a capital F and a capital A. So if I wanted to make sure that I matched, the capitalization here, I could put match case. I think right now, I'm not going to do that. So at this point, we could just put replace all. Okay, and it says we made one replacement. Do you want to continue searching from the beginning? All right, so it looks like it missed this one. Oh, do you want to continue searching from the beginning? Okay, so when it said find what, figure A, it says searching down. So because I clicked here, it started here and it went downwards. And so it went all the way down to the end of the document. And now it's asking me if I want to continue searching from the beginning, which means now it's going to come all the way to the top of the document and go down, and it should find that second one. So it says, do you want to continue searching from the beginning? I'm going to say yes. And when I do, this should change. There we go. And now it says all done. We made 2 replacements. So it tells you how many times it found figure A and switched it out with figure 1. Okay. And now we know that figure B is going to be figure 2. So I can say figure B is going to be figure 2 and do replace all. Say made 0 replacements in the selection. Do you want to search from the beginning? I'm going to click yes. and it says it found one. Do you want to continue searching from the beginning? I'm going to say yes again. Okay, there. So all done. We made 2 replacements. So this is figure 1, and it replaced it. It replaced figure A for figure 1 there. And this initially was figure B, and it changed figure B for figure 2 there and figure 2 there. So now all you got to do is just kind of go through the rest of your captions. Okay, here's another one. So this is going to be figure 3. So I'm going to hit replace and figure C here. Replace every incidence of figure C with figure 3. And I'll put replace all. Okay, it didn't find any, so it's going to start from the beginning. So I'll click yes. I made 1 replacement. Do you want to continue searching? Yes. Okay, so in this case, I only had 1, and that's fine. All right. So let's keep going. Let's see, I think that's in the way. So there's figure 3. So where's figure 4? Okay, so figure J is now figure 4. So I'll do replace all. Okay, keep searching until it says it's all done. So there was only 1 incidence of figure J, so that's fine. We'll click OK. And let's go back down here. So now figure K is going to be my figure 5. So let's put replace all. Yes, I want to continue. I want to continue. All done. There was only 1. All right. So there's figure 4 and 5. Okay, now figure T is going to be figure 6. So let's do replace all. Okay, so now there were 2 replacements. All right, so there were 2 incidences of figure T, and they were replaced with figure 6. I don't know why it keeps scrolling back up to the top again. All right, so now figure U is going to be my 7th figure. And we'll do replace all. Yeah. Figure 2. Yep. Right. Figure 6, figure 7. Okay, that's a table, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so here's figure S. So figure S is going to be figure 8. It's the 8th figure. So let's do search all. Let's see if that makes it easier. Okay, replace all. Ah, okay, 2 replacements. Good. Yeah, so I think I just kind of learned something a little new here. I'm used to always doing a search down from where you currently are, but I think it works better if you search all. That way it'll search your entire document and just make replacements. So I think that'll make things simpler. All right, so let's go. So that was figure 8. That was in an example, so I'm not going to count that as a figure. That's a table. That's a table. Okay, figure D is going to be figure 9. And let's put replace all. Okay, there's 2 of them. wish I could figure out why it's returning to the top every time. All right. And let's see here. Figure E is figure 10. Let's do replace all. Okay, I had 3 of them. Figure F is going to be figure 11. So we can replace all. I had 2 of them. And figure G is figure 12. So I had that cited 3 times apparently. Okay, figure 12. Figure H is figure 13. Place all. Okay, and I had referenced figure H 8 times. Figure I is figure 14. Let me click here. I think that might keep it from scrolling up again. Let's do replace all. I had 5 of them there. Click OK. All right, that worked. Let's see, do I have any more? Yep, figure Q. So figure Q is figure 15. Place all. Okay, I had 4 of those. And figure R is figure 16. And I had 4 of those. Right. All right, figure L. And that's going to be figure 17. So we'll do replace all. I had referenced it 6 times. And figure M is figure 18. So we'll do replace all. Okay, I had 4. All right, so here I had referred to this box plot earlier in my results. I'm in my discussion, and you see I automatically renamed it to figure 13. I forgot what letter I'd used, but because I used the same lettering, it just automatically changed it. So I don't need to worry about it. And you can see up here, you can see the evidence of it changing, these figures that I had cited before as letters. It replaced it with numbers. Okay, so figure 13 and figure 14. All right, let's see here. So let's keep looking for more. Here's another figure. So figure V is figure 19. Let's do replace all. And we had 1 of those. There's another figure. So figure W is figure 20. Replace all. I had 2 of those. Let's see if I have any more. Yes, I do. Okay, so figure X is figure 21. So I'll put replace all. Get 2 of those. And okay, that's figure 16. So that was done earlier. And then there's my conclusion. All right. So now I've got all of my figures labeled from start to finish. And the first figure that shows up, that's figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, 5, and so on. Okay. So now we need to do the same thing with tables. So let's see, I'm kind of zoning out. So I'm looking for my first table, just like I looked for my first figure. Okay, so this isn't technically a table with a caption. That was part of the definition. So I don't have a caption for that one. Where's my first table? Here we go. So I labeled this table E. So again, we're going to put replace. And so table E is going to be table 1. And I'll do replace all. And there were 2 of those. All right. And let's go back up to where it was with table. Okay. So this was table E, and this is table 1. So let's keep scrolling down. All right, here's my data table. Okay, that is table A. That's going to be labeled table 2 because it's the second table that occurred. So I hope you understand why we used lettering at the beginning, because we did some of these things first. But, again, even though this was the first table that we made, it ends up being the second table from top to bottom when we were done. Okay. So table A is going to be table 2. So that should change to a table 2. And this should change to table 2. So there should be at least 2 of them changing names. So let's put replace all. Okay, and it changed to replacements. So it changed that to table 2 and that to table 2, which is good. Let's look for some, here's another table. So table C is going to be table 3. So let's place all. And there were 3 incidences of that. Okay, so that's table 3. Let's keep going. Are there any more tables that I've got? Nope. All right. That is all of the tables that we have. So I would, repeat what I said earlier is that when you're finding and replacing, make sure that when you refer to figures and tables in your text, that you called it figure space letter. Figure space letter. If you put figure without a space and you put the letter there, okay, you're not going to be able to find it and replace it. So just make sure that, whatever format you used here for your captions, that you use that same format up here in your text. All right, so that is how to rename all your figures and to rename all of your tables.